Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Life Happens. I am a bit sorry about my voice today. I have a bit of a sore throat, and yesterday I nearly got ran over by a truck. So yeah, not in the best physical condition today, but we're here at our new location. Let's see, we are off the main road right now, and today we are at the Little Home Hostel. As with a lot of the hostels here, it's actually the home for the family, so they actually stay here too and everything like that. So, but the great thing is most of the, I don't know if all the rooms here, but at least the vast majority of them, you actually get your own room. So it's not like a shared scenario. Everyone pretty much gets their own room. So it's still called a hostel because it is their home and it's not exactly like a hotel. But let me show you guys the location of where it is. You know, for some reason, the GPS does not work too well outside. Several times I have to go inside the hotel or hostel for it to actually work, which is kind of weird, but we'll try this again a little later, and hopefully I can show you exactly where you guys this is. But you know, as with most things, you know, when it comes to prime real estate, the main streets don't have very much, well, when it comes to places to stay, unless it's like a large hotel or anything like that. But this one is an offshoot back alley kind of thing. But to be fair, this is the largest back alley I have ever seen. So it actually, a car actually fits through here pretty easily. But our hostel is just that white building there. And it's just a family home. It looks really nice. But one of the things I really like, above all others, is that they have signs for the Little Home Hostel. Like 2 signs, so it's really easy to find. Unlike most other places where, you know, the name you see isn't even the name on it. But they have a nice little garden up front, and no, it's just actually, because it's off the main road, it's actually pretty peaceful and quiet. And the brown one is the bike I rented. Yeah, like ran off the road a little bit. Don't worry, I paid a deposit. It's fine. I talked to the owner ahead of time already. He knows I'm a new driver, so you know, all that is expected. So when you're here, you leave your shoes outside, so you don't take any of it in. We are actually on the technically the 3rd floor, but it's room 202. As with most things, because of the small footprint of the buildings, no rooms are on the bottom, so you have to go up 1 floor to get to the floor 1s, the 100s essentially. What's this? I haven't actually looked at this, but I think this is like a reptile cage. I don't know if they're lizards or something. I read that there were, but I can't really notice them right now. Maybe they're hiding. But let's continue up. And this is one of the few places that actually use a regular key. So the great thing about that is, since they don't use the electricity key, the card, that means you can leave the hostel and leave the AC on. That way when you get back, it's not really hot, which I see that as a gigantic benefit. It's a little more annoying using a physical key, but you know, that's a downside I'm willing to give up. Okay, but let's see. Oh yeah, right. I didn't even mention how much this was, but it's less than $20 a night. I think it was like 17 or 18 a night, and you get your own private room. But here, you actually also get a little balcony. Not much of a view, quite honestly. It's off the main road, and these tall buildings here are blocking the beach. But just to show you how close we actually are, the furthest building right there, that one is pretty much on the main street on the beach. So you are a block, pretty much, minus the small, tiny alleyways everywhere. You're pretty much a block away from the beach, so it's not a terrible location at all. Oh, not only that, but the location of this place is actually a bit to the north end of the city. One of the fantastic things about that is, let me close this properly. Nope, nope, nope. It's hard to do this with one hand. Okay, there we go. Okay. But the fantastic thing about being on the north side of the city is that the south side has a lot more tourists, a lot more hotels, a lot more traffic. And if you're going to the beach in the evening time, it's super crowded over there. And the thing is, it was crowded last night, even though it's the rainy season. So I honestly could not imagine how much more crowded it would be, you know, during actual visiting times. But here, it's actually a very nice sized room for less than $20 a night. It's fantastic. You get 3 free bottles of water. You get the fridge. It takes a little while. So one thing I will mention is that they do have AC, but it doesn't seem to work as well as some of the others. It doesn't get as cold. So that's something to pay attention to, but the thing is, you know, once you're in the room for a little while, it starts to feel okay, but it's not gonna feel like super chilly when you're outside sweating, walking around, and then you come inside, even with the AC running, having already ran because you don't have to turn it off. It doesn't get that cool. So that's one thing to know, but they do have a fan. We did leave that on. That helped a lot, actually. You're gonna have to have adapters for everything you need plugged in, as I do, because it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of plug locations. So here you just have the plug for the fridge. There is a plug here, but if you want to have the little lights on, you have to use that plug over there. So the only plug that I could find was behind the bed, so I had to drag the bed out a little bit so that everything fit in there, because I had a lot of equipment to charge. But the room is quaint. The people here are really, really nice. We were a little busy. I didn't get a chance to talk to them much. But yeah, it's actually really, really quiet here. It's the bed and the pillow. I believe this should be a queen size, if I'm not mistaken. The bed is firm, and so are the pillows. So just remember that. So if you have a preference for a super soft bed, this is probably not the right place for you. But when you consider this and you're comparing it to other hostels where either you have to pay more for an individual room, or if you are staying with other people in a bunk bed scenario, for $15 a night, this is, there's really no beating it. The only thing I wish was that if the AC was a little colder, but you get your little twin. It's not even a twin couch because it's not connected. It's actually 2 separate couch pieces. But here you never have to worry about being cold, because these blankets, these almost like a faux fur blankets. These actually, if you've never used them, they keep you warm very, very, very well. So yeah, with the AC not being that strong, and with those blankets, you're never gonna have to worry about ever being cold here. So, but yeah, it is a nice size fridge. You can fit a lot of stuff in here, actually. We had some waters and some soy milk in there. But yeah, the decor is very homey. It's very homey. It's obviously hand done. They have some, like I said, if you want to use that plug over there, some of the lights on the trees light up. I think some of them are broken, but it's a nice little ambiance. Like at night, this could be your night light. It's just the lights on the trees, which is very quirky and very nice. But overall, it's a very, very simple room. So one of the common things in Vietnam is that the bathroom is sometimes also the shower. That's just something you kind of have to get used to. But yeah, it's kind of an all-in-one scenario. Even though it is a hostel, they actually give you shampoo and brushes and everything. So I wasn't actually expecting that from a hostel, which is pretty nice, especially for the price. The shower head, you know, just your normal average shower head. The water pressure here is not that high, but you know, it pretty much gets the job done. I'm not too worried about that. It's just spend an extra minute here, that's all. But yeah, the fact that you get this nice large size room, your own private shower and everything, compared to a lot of other places where in a hostel you'll be sharing a shower with other people, so sharing bathrooms and stuff like that. So I'd say the value for this place is absolutely fantastic. You know, you just have to put up with a little bit of a warmer environment than you would normally be used to, and a firm bed, and you know, slightly low shower pressure. But overall, there's really nothing major to gripe about, because the people around here are really nice. The back alley is easy to get into if you know, for some reason rented a car. But yeah, there's you know, it's a block away from the beach, and you know, we'll have a different video there to show you what that's like. And nope, I may have to restart my phone because this isn't working. Wait, maybe if I just restart locations. There we go, okay. I think that was accurate, because this looks similar to the number you had a glimpse of before, but this is not the front of the hostel. This is in the room, obviously, so. But this will give you a very good idea as to where it is. It's on the north side of the city. Like if you cross the bridge by the ocean, the north side is more local and the south side is more touristy. So that's something to pay attention to if you want something more hustle and bustle and real. You know, the north side is pretty nice, and it's not exactly a long drive down to the touristy area. I would rather just not stay there. And I also, if I was going to go to the beach, I'd rather go to the beach up here, because there's just a lot less people around. But yeah, this is the Little Home Hostel. Great value for your money. Gigantic room. Like, this is bigger than most hotel rooms. You know, and in America, you're getting a cheap hotel room for like $80. So, and well, actually, that's not even a hotel room. That's a motel room. But here, it's not bad at all, with a better courtesy of the owners. But oh, I didn't even notice the owl up there. But yeah, it's a nice room. Highly recommended, actually. Except for those, you know, small complaints, and I just want to be honest about it. But for a lot of people, that's perfectly fine. It's not a big deal at all. For me, at least, it wasn't. But yeah, I will see you. Oh, actually, at least let me turn on the. It takes a little while, but yeah, I didn't notice that at first. But the lights are multicolored, and the reason they do that is because the tree over here is actually painted black, or technically it's brown, but it's a reflective dark brown. So like at night when there's no sunlight, the colors from the light over there actually reflects off the tree, so it actually gives it a nice rainbow effect, and obviously it moves around depending on how you're looking at it. So I think that's a really nice little quirk it has, actually. I didn't think that you know, that it would be like that, but apparently they probably did that on purpose, because, you know, I didn't think that this light would be the best light at giving you a, you know, a clean white light that you would want inside of a room. But yeah, apparently they really thought ahead on that, and highly recommend for the Little Home Hostel as at least at a minimum, a place to try. And I will see you guys later.